We are 7.9 billion people on this beautiful planet, each one of us a unique reflection of the dynamics of everyday life. From all imaginable fields of existence, we are an awe-striking array of diversity, unparalleled complexity, each one an irreplaceable awareness of what is. Yet, we are lost in a constant urge for more, for something seemingly always beyond our reach, for the one thing that would ignite our soul and fill our hearts with a true sense of fulfillment. At the heart of every culture lies the answer to what we are seeking, a truth told in 1,000 ways, but encrypted by its dispersion among men that few have understood its real meaning. Encouraged by the acts of many, we have searched for it in all the usual places in hope of finding the answers to our prayers, but have never found repose. The key to unlocking that truth is hidden in a place only few ever thought to look. For as it has always been, the truth lies hidden in plain sight. It's the 21st century and we have more devices and gadgets than we even need. Yet mankind has never been as deprived of happiness than at this current moment in time. It seems the more we advance into a technological era towards the rising of artificial intelligence, the further we drift away from human authenticity and a true state of pure happiness and joy. Take a look around you. People of all ages have become prone to glancing at their phones every 10 minutes. You head onto Instagram to do one thing and find yourself scrolling into oblivion. Social media has become such a pervasive part of our lives that we don't even notice how much time we're spending on it. We've all heard of the negative effects of social media, yet it still doesn't stop us. Just like placing horrific pictures of the effects of smoking on cigarette packages doesn't stop people from doing it. That never worked, and it never will. Yet most of us do want to stop smoking, and most of us do want to have more control. The reason we find social media so enticing is because when we receive a like or a follow, or when someone leaves us positive comments on our posts, this triggers a chemical release of dopamine, which makes us feel really good temporarily. It actually leaves us craving for more, drawn into a trap of false pretenses, all for the sake of an immediate reward. Everywhere we look, we're surrounded by dopamine stimulators. We even carry them in our pockets, and most of us can't seem to hold one conversation with someone without the temptation of looking at our phones. Now, if we're drawn into these habits because they stimulate the release of dopamine, otherwise known as the happy hormone, this then means that the life we're living is deprived of it, or at least running seriously low. This may be a hard truth to bear, but it's necessary to understand in order to be able to fix it. Look at the facts. Even before the onset of COVID, a global study showed a long-term decline in the percentage of adults who consider themselves to be happy. The reason we find ourselves in this irrepressible toxic loop is down to the unobserved workings of the autopilot mind. The truth is, we are not in control of our lives. Until we become aware of how the mind has controlled our thoughts, our actions, our emotions, our behavior, and has influenced our choices, we are not in control. Notice what happens when you finally get the new car, the new job, the clothes you wanted, the prize you worked for, or the holiday you were craving for. Just as soon as it was done, your level of happiness began its merry descent. Humanity has been distracted into a state of amnesia. Through no fault of our own, we have been conditioned into a society that encourages conformity, promotes mediocrity, and has us glued to a set of screens that, quite frankly, is playing havoc with our potential. Enticed into the all-encompassing pressures of society's frenetic lifestyle, enveloped by the all-consuming disturbances of the mind, and threatened by the ongoing tick-tock of demanding responsibilities, we submit to defeat out of sheer exhaustion. Instead of reaching for the stars, we're reaching for the remote. Perhaps we should ask ourselves that essential question. What am I really looking for? You'll probably find deep down, all of us are in search of ourselves, that pure consciousness that lies beyond the thinking mind. Scientists have now discovered the remarkable power the mind has over the body and how we are not separated from the universe around us as previously thought, but very much connected to it. Our ancient ancestors knew this and had attempted to pass down this sacred knowledge of the self through texts, symbols, drawings, and even structures assembled all around the world, but this was disregarded by many as modern life progressed. The answer to what we have always been seeking is hidden all around us. Our very nature dictates the story of what will be, and the name by which we are defined reveals a long-kept secret. The very meaning of the word human is the God mind. The Japanese word for happiness is composed of two characters. The first one is an old Japanese verb, su, which means to create or make happen. The second, awazu, means to join together or match. When you make the two one, the inner as the outer, the upper as the lower, the male and female into a single one, then you will access the ancient higher realm of consciousness. The path to knowledge is straight and narrow. Bypass the analytical mind by being present and becoming aware of its manipulation tactics. Let go of the identity you once had by challenging your boundaries, and you will begin to unlock the limitless potential that was always awaiting your discovery. When man learns to align the subconscious with the conscious mind, not only can he control his state, he is able to consciously create, having accessed the key to all wisdom, known to many as the Holy Grail. It is the quintessential path to the Philosopher's Stone, which was hidden in the very place he never thought to look. When man acknowledges that he had never been a victim, but that he has been given the greatest gift of them all, it is then that he will find what he had searched for all his life.